So, in our last episode, we finished this base, and it looks absolutely incredible, and now we can insta-mine here as well, with our pickaxe. However, we only have one of those pickaxes. There's a lot to explain that may or may not have happened off camera. Oh, and also, well, war's begun. Yeah, welcome to episode 18. Hey everyone, I'm DT10 and welcome to episode 18 of Dalek Mod Survival, and today we are starting over here at my base, which we finished last episode, and it looked incredible. Now, there's still a lot more I'd like to do, however, mainly today will be focused on the war, and like I said, today is the official day, or at least the day I'm recording this is the official day. I'm recording this on Monday, by the way. Yes, that's how long these Dalek Mod Survival episodes take to make. I'm recording this almost a week before it goes live. So yeah, the 5th of June, i.e. today, at least for me, marks the official start of the war. That means people are going to be setting traps, people are going to be making mini games and stuff, and speaking of mini games, I'd like to explain exactly how this war is going to work. Ignoring the fact that we've got a load of ender pearls in my inventory, which is actually very relevant, we need to go through off-camera progress. So first of all, yeah, I only have one pickaxe, and really annoyingly, I was end busting on Saturday, so I've done a lot of off-camera progress over the weekend. I was end busting, and basically, I lost my other pickaxe, which is so annoying. Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3 of 55 Mending, yeah, it's gone, and we're gonna have to replace that in time. But for now, my Silk Touch one is the one I cared about more, so this one's really good that we still have it. And plus, you know, it's not like this one's going anywhere anytime soon, at least hopefully. But then the other things I've been doing is first of all related to the bunker, and then also related to actually the end dimension. So here we are in the bunker, and yeah, a lot has changed. So I've actually been working on the design for this thing. So as you can see in roughly this half of the bunker, I've got the basic wall design they're going for. So it's very modern, it's also got a lot of the stone bricks, a lot of the white concrete, and that's basically an idea of what the roof will look like. It'll be quite checkered with this cyan terracotta, and yeah, this took absolutely ages, partly because this is a lot of stone bricks and cyan terracotta and stuff, right? But I had an entire shulker box of stone bricks, which I lost along with my pickaxe while I was end busting, and exactly the same thing happened to my entire shulker box full of cyan terracotta. It was all lost, so I had to get it all again, and that wasn't too hard. Then I also managed to get some white concrete powder, which is obviously the white concrete, and yeah, so hopefully in today's episode we'll be able to finish this bunker. I'm thinking some sort of stone slab floor, and by the way, stone slabs not looking like this, stone slabs as in smooth stone slabs, they are just stone slabs in this version though. Then for the roof, like I said, it'll be a blend of probably some white concrete here and there, sea lanterns, which I've now got quite a lot of, and stone bricks and cyan terracotta. Yeah, I'm really happy with this design. I think it's come out very well. Then we might encompass some colour, which is with this shield, so we have some red and orange and blue and purple, and yeah, this is what I'm planning for this, but we'll come back to this later. And the reason we're coming back to that later is because now I'm going to show you all the stuff we've been doing in the end, and it's right here. Yeah. No, I'm only joking. So this was kind of our base of operations. I do actually want this leather back. That's actually very helpful. Some of this stuff I might come back for as well. But anyway, this is where we have got a load of resources, because down here we have been making the start of an Enderman farm. So it doesn't look like much right now, but honestly, this took ages. So there's so much technical stuff that's hidden by this pillar wall here, which is going to be taken down, by the way. There's string and carpet. So many resources have gone into this. And I'll leave a link to the tutorial we're using down in the description, actually, because I highly recommend it. It's pretty survival friendly, apart from one bit, and that is trapping an endermite in a minecart to then go there. That's the really hard bit. Me and Piplup overall have spent hours trying to get that. Oh yeah, by the way, I should mention, I'm building this with Piplup. Ironically, he's on the other side of the war. We figured, you know, it'd be nice to have a really stable source of XP for both sides. So yeah, this is a communal Enderman farm that I'm building with Piplup. And yeah, we both spent hours trying to get that Endermite. I got one about 5 times, and every single time, it killed me, or it killed itself, and I could never get it in that minecart. And we probably won't be building this in my episodes. We'll probably come back to that on a stream or off camera. Anyway, now I'd really like to crack on with the main focus of this episode, which is, of course, the war. So now it's time to explain how this war is properly going to work. We have had a couple of meetings and stuff, all of the survivors, and we have figured it all out. So we want to do a combination of minigames and PvP. So we want one big PvP battle, and then we also want some minigames, because obviously if some people aren't very good at PvP, most of my side, we are not fantastic at PvP, and they've got Infinity and Piplup, who are actually pretty good. So we want there to be a chance to win on minigames as as well. So each of the active people from each team are going to make a mini game each in the next week or two. And so in total, there's going to be 6 mini games. Now, hopefully we'll be able to do that in this episode or the next episode for me. And then once we played those 6 mini games, they will be 2 points each. They'll be worth 2 points. And that's relevant because in total, there are 12 points up for grabs for that team. And then we also will have a big PvP fight in a certain place that's currently undetermined. And then that will be worth 10 points. So whoever wins that big PvP fight will get 10 points. So it is possible that there's a draw, although we're not really expecting it. And it's also possible that someone could win entirely on minigames. Who knows? We're just going to have to see how it plays out. Oh, and by the way, with the PvP thing, it's just which team has all of its members die first. It's not like, you know, who dies first or anything. It's purely just who is left standing and who is not. So now I'd like to crack on with this bunker, and Alex is actually on the server, as you can see there. So he's going to help me with this bunker, so we need to come and let him in. And we'll also go in a bit of a voice chat / proximity mod, which we now have on the server. So now I'm going to be working on this bunker with Alex, and yeah, we're going to try and get this thing finished. So let's start a bit of a time lapse of that. Okay, so after that time lapse, this is what we've ended up with, and I think it looks really, really cool. I'm really, really happy with this design. I did not pre-plan it at all. I just built it in the moment, and I'm really, really happy with how it turned out, particularly the roof. I'm really happy with how I incorporated the sea lanterns and stuff. Overall, as the first modern style build on the server, I think it's pretty good. So I do have to say a massive thank you to Alex and Ginger for helping me with this project. As you probably saw in the time-lapse, Alex was doing a lot of the floor and the walls, and Ginger came in afterwards, which you didn't see, and he cleared up a lot of the scaffolding that was here. However, as you can see, I've actually turned off my Fulbright, and that's because I always forget when I've got Fulbright on quite how dark certain spaces are, and it turns out this space is very, very dark. As you can see, in some places, it is actually light level 0. Now, it's kind of hard to see here. Yeah, but if I go back here, that's a light level 0 right there. So this place is pretty dark, and we need to sort that out without just torch spam. And so one of the ways you can sort that out without just spamming torches everywhere is through the use of sea lanterns, as you can see here. So I could just put them in the floor. I mean, it wouldn't look awful. It does look a little bit out of place though, and you can hide them with carpet if you want. That's probably what I'm going to do. I might just place the sea lanterns for now and see how much it helps though. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't look awful. I kind of like this. Now, I didn't really bring enough sea lanterns. It's still pretty dark in some areas, particularly like over here. Yeah, light level 7. And I think in these areas over here, it's a little bit lower. Or do we not go below 7? Hey, this might be perfect. If we do, I'm just looking at my light level. If we don't go below 7 in any places, I'm pretty sure mobs will not be able to spawn no matter what. We might have done this perfectly. Yeah, I think we've done this perfectly. That's amazing. So not a single mob can spawn in here. Unless they can spawn at like level 7. Honestly, I have no idea. We'll have a little look to see if any mobs spawn. But until they do, I think this is a job well done. Okay, so the next thing I've done is spent quite a long time on an entrance to this thing. I think I spent over 20 minutes on this. Now, you've got to remember, it won't look like 20 minutes, but all the blocks mined, all the quartz got and placed and everything, and plus, this waterfall took ages. One, because I have Respiration 3 and Aqua Affinity and Depth Striding stuff on my boots and my helmet, so water's pretty good for me. You know, I basically can swim up this and still only be able to half bubbles, but I had to test it without, because I can't guarantee that everyone has these sort of things. So I then had to get a sign here to make sure you could breathe as you're going up. So as you get to here, you then have a space to breathe. And if you carry on holding spacebar, you just go straight up. And obviously in 1.12, you can just carry on going because it all refills and stuff. But yeah, this took absolutely ages. So as I swim very, very slowly up this entrance, I'll show you the rest of this thing. Kind of in a backwards order. But if we very, very briefly go up here, this is obviously the entrance where you enter. Welcome to the bunker. Please go to the left. So you go down here. It slowly faces from the stone into the quartz, as you can see here. Then you've either got exit, do not enter, turn around, and then entrance. Drop below, don't worry, there is water. So you drop down here into here, and then that's your way back up again. I think this is pretty good. Now, I'm just going to add some signs of that here as well. So there you go, exit, swim up, there is a place to breathe, hold space with an arrow and some torches so you can see it. It's pretty self-explanatory, I'm going to be honest, it's just a waterfall. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this bunker. Now I'd like to actually start filling it in. Right, so the next thing I'd like to do after grinding for a lot of terracotta colours is I'd like to recreate this thing. So I'd like to kind of try and recreate this on this wall here. So the trouble is, it's diagonal lines, and in Minecraft, they are always hard. Honestly, I'm just going to try and give it a go. I do want to pick up this white concrete though, because it's very helpful for building. I mean, it's not awful. I mean, if I stand next to it, you can kind of see, yeah, you can kind of see it, It's not the best, and the colours are a bit off because I did use the proper terracotta colours. Honestly, it probably would have been better, I was having a look, probably would have been better if I used blue instead of purple, because it almost looks more purple. But honestly, I'm pretty proud of this. I'm going to keep it on this one, but I'm not going to recreate it over here. I think that's the best call to make. So now I'd like to work out what we're actually going to do with this space. I think first of all, I'd like to place some sort of armor stand things. Maybe, yeah, one in each of these corners with some armor on. I think would look pretty cool. Oh, I did not know that achievement existed. That's pretty cool. Alright, so all of these were crafted from scratch. So they did take a while, but I've got a full set of steel armor, iron armor, gold armor, and leather armor to put in all of these armor stands in the corners. I think that adds actually quite a lot to the base. It feels quite alive. Oh yeah, and speaking of base, this is kind of going to be our base of operations. So we should maybe make it look like one. I'm thinking maybe some tables, because in Dalek mod, you get these kind of, oh, I don't know what that, yes, these things. I don't know if you can craft them. Oh, you can't. That's annoying. We're going to have to maybe go to the moon or something to get some of these. And we can also make some stone slab tables and stuff to put controls on. I think we can do quite a lot with this space. I'm pretty excited to see how this one will turn out. Alright, so I'm thinking if we go about 5 blocks away from the middle, which I am now, we could make some sort of little table thing here. I mean, honestly, I'm not thinking much more than that. If we do one on all 4 sides and then put some other tables in the corners, I think it might look pretty decent. That's really annoying. I placed some cogs. They look pretty cool, and it's very satisfying to be able to do this when you walk around all the tables. But they've got a weird lighting thing going on. I don't know whether it's because they got a slab below them or something. I honestly have no idea why this might be. Do you know what? I'm just going to leave it. I want to go and get some TARDIS controls and stuff from all the Jadoon ships, along with the actual tables themselves to decorate this place. I did not expect to be going to the moon today, but I guess we are. Now, I'm really going to struggle because I saw a lot of Mondasian Cybermen outside. And, oh, I do have a helmet and a spacesuit. Okay, that's actually very helpful. But that does mean I do not have half as much protection as I would like. It does look pretty cool, though. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of Mondasian Cybermen. I'm going to ignore all of them. Grab these chairs, because they look pretty cool. I'll grab one of these. Don't mind me, I'm just having a look around. I can't really find anything else of... What on earth? I have never seen this before. That's so cool and also terrifying. Hang on, I need to turn my sound back up. Oh, that is genuinely terrifying and a brilliant feature. I love that. Anyway, I need to get back in my TARDIS. My air is running out. I also grabbed some shulker boxes, by the way. But yeah, nothing really of value. I mean, I grabbed a couple of controls here and there. I really want those tables, though. So I think I'm going to have to go to one of those Jadoon ships instead of the Cybermen ships. Oh, this is one. I found a Jadoon ship. Perfect. There wasn't much that the other thing could offer. Oh, you're kidding. Someone's already been here. Oh, I need to go to some better coordinates. Right, I am going to wear my spacesuit for this one because I don't think there's any mobs in here. I think, yes, this looks like there's no mobs in here. Right, let's grab all of these door controls and this thing and this thing. All of this is perfect. This is exactly what I want. And then if we go down here, yes, more chairs. Oh, that's annoying. This ship didn't actually have the table I'm looking for inside of it. I can't remember which planet it is. I'm sure it's this planet. There are some other ships that look kind of like this, but a bit different. I'm sure they have the tables in. I remember being there when some of these were built, so I'm sure they have them in. Oh, see, look, there's another one of these ships. Are these the only one that spawn on this planet? I'm sure there were way more. Oh, no, I'm being stupid. That's Trenzalore. Right, we need to go to Trenzalore. I've got the wrong planet. Oh, no. I've been looking around the moon for absolutely ages looking for different ships. And it turns out they're the only ones that spawn here. No, we need to be going to Trenzalore. Okay, second time lucky. Here we are on Trenzalore. I'm not exactly sure which biome I'm looking for. It might be this one. It might be the black one over there. Or I'm pretty sure there's more of a plain style biome to be looking for. Honestly, I'm not really sure. I'm just going to try and see what I can find. Ooh, here's one of the ships. I think this one contains a table. Oh, and there's another one over there. Right, I can't believe we're searching this much for a table. Oh, come on, it's got to have one, surely. I mean, I'll take some chairs, I guess. And I'll take whatever's in this chest. Oh, that's a load of rubbish. I won't take whatever's in that chest. Oh, no tables, though. You've got to be joking. There's so much other stuff here apart from a table. Why can't people just put tables in their builds? Oh, you've got to be joking. There's no table here either. Please, people. Right. This is an announcement. Anyone that may build something in the Dalek mod in the future, please put tables in your builds. I'm in desperate need of a table, and no one's put tables in their builds. This is ridiculous. Loads of glowstone, but no table. Very small and no table. Ooh, advancement. I've been through all the Trenzalore biomes and not found a single table. Hey, this one's actually very cool, and it contains some titanium, which is moderately hard to get, as well as these really cool heads which I'm going to take, but no table. Okay, last chance game. 2 ships here. I think we know that one doesn't contain a table because they're all the same interior. This one is the final one I'm going to check. Does it or does it not contain a table? Yes! Oh, finally! Oh, it actually contains a table. Oh, okay, no, it's here. Oh, I thought it'd fallen all the way down there. Oh, that would have been really annoying. Please, let me pick up this table. Amazing. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering what the noise is, it's these weird little things. I need to break the spawner. Okay, cool. What? I'm so laggy today. But we have finally found 2 tables. Ow! Okay, if we ignore the laggy game, there are 3 tables here. What on earth is this? That looks really cool, and I've never seen it before. It's an actual input panel. I want to take one of them, but my inventory's getting really full. Oh, I don't want one of them. That's fine. But we have found... What's this as well? There's so many things I've never seen that I want to take. But we have found 3 of these tables. Oh, come on. There's got to be another one. That's such an annoying... That's such an annoying number. I mean, it wasn't all bad. We did at least find 3 tables, and I'm only going to be using 2 of them, 1 here and 1 here. Wait, that's really annoying. As I was saying, 1 there and 1 there. I think that looks really, really good, and it's just more that it took me about half an hour, but, you know, I guess it's fine. Okay, so I've done a little bit of decoration, and I think this is where we're going to leave our bunker for today. So I've placed all of these little things I found, and I've placed all of the controls and stuff, and all the tables and the chairs. Overall, I think it looks really, really cool. Now, this is obviously just decoration. In the future, we may add functionality like maps and stuff of the server. But yeah, for now, like I said, this is where I'm going to leave it. And now we're going to move on to other things for preparing for the war. And one of those things involves the community island, and it is something we are very, very used to by now. I have brought over my Haste 2 beacon. We have got a Haste 2 effect, which means we can now insta-mine, and we're just going to clear away some more of this stone because we need more space for the next thing I'm planning. Now, you're all used to this by now, so I'm not even going to bother time-lapsing it. I'll just cut to when I'm done. However, we are going to do something a little bit different. We're actually going to change the Y level. So at the moment, it's Y70. We're going to extend it a little bit to have maybe a space for a shot there and stuff, and make it so that it goes around Alex's shot, but ultimately, we're going to then extend it a bit upwards. It's going to go up a little bit, because obviously Y70 gets very, very low once you start seeing up here how much of the mountain there really is. So if you go all the way up here, oh, by the way, I got a new shovel. It's getting there. But anyway, if you go all the way up here, as you can see, it's not very flat. I mean, this is probably the lowest bit, and it's Y72. And there's loads and loads and loads of space up here that we'd have to clear out, and I really, really don't want to have to be doing that. So with that in mind, what we're basically going to do is just raise up to something like Y75, so we only have to clear through a little bit of space. So I guess I'll get right to that. See you once it's done. Okay, so that might have taken a bit longer than expected. Apparently, I've been recording for an hour. I mean, I managed to watch the entirety of the Dream Manhunt and the extra scenes of the new one, so I think it's probably safe to say that this took a while. And, I mean, was it worth it? I don't really know. So there's a lot of things to talk about here. First of all, there's a lot more space here for a couple more shops, and then also extended the road thing we've got going on, which needs decorating at some point. Had to move the beacon a couple of times. My pickaxe durability is dangerously low, along with my brand new shovels already been used like 200 times. And then I've also just leveled this bit off of here quite a lot, because I'd like to build something here. Now, we might have to extend this back a little bit further, and there's obviously a lot of terraforming to be done back here, for example, and there's a lot of terraforming to be done on the new kind of hill thing I made over here. Yeah, this thing is ugly, very, very ugly, so that needs fixing. However, I also completely by accident, while fighting a creeper, got a music disc, so we have got a new one that doesn't sound absolutely horrible. So yeah, the reason I've made so much space up here is because what I actually want to do is I want to make this space for minigames. So I'm going to have to extend it a little bit. It might go as far as here. It might even loop round a bit over here. But I want to make this space to be for all the minigames that are going to be part of this war. As I kind of mentioned in the beginning, it's all going to be based on points and stuff, and there's a chance you can win on minigames, and we hadn't really organised a space to do that in, so I figured here's a good a space as any. Oh yeah, and there was a SWD over here, and over here, and a completely different one over there, which caused quite a lot of damage. Oh, and I figured I'd show this. If you're wondering why there's weird granite roads that I'm at least calling them in the community island, it's because we're going to be making this road design here. So we need lampposts, and the gaps are there for the brick stairs. I haven't got all the bricks and stuff yet, which is why it looks a little bit weird. Okay, so I've been experimenting a little bit with some designs for a kind of fence and opening gate that I want to put around the area where we're going to be building our minigames. By the way, that's why I was in the world with the road designs. This is kind of just another creative test world. And I'm pretty happy with this design. Now, it's a little bit weird. It's got nether brick fence, and it's also got cobblestone wall, along with stone slabs and stone pressure plates and iron bars, which is going to be a bit of a pain to get. Now, it's a bit of a weird one. It's got nether brick fence, cobblestone walls, and then stone slabs and stone pressure plates with an iron bar gate. And yeah, it's not necessarily supposed to look nice, and it's not functional in any way either. People can just squeeze through it. But the point is, it's supposed to represent an area that's basically going to be a bit like a compound. It's going to be where we build all of our stuff for the war, and they might be war themed, like you might have some missile kind of stuff, or it might just be mini games, but ultimately we need a secure place to build them, and I think this displays that pretty well. So now I need to go and gather some materials. Oh, see, something very, very handy is not long ago I was doing a lot of stuff at our communal nether fortress, making a bit of an easier place for wither skeletons to spawn, so I have loads and loads of stacks of nether brick, which I never normally have, but thankfully I do just this once, and I never thought I'd need it for a project, but now I do. That's pretty handy. Alright, little update for you. I've got some resources. This is probably just enough to make a start, but I'm not planning on finishing this thing in this episode. I just want to do a bit of a time-lapse at the end. And by the way, I fully recognise that some people's minigames won't be able to fit in this space if they're pretty big. I've told all the other survivors to build them outside of this area, maybe somewhere in the ocean nearby or something, if yours is particularly big. But anyway, with that in mind, let's start a time-lapse, a very quick time-lapse of this fence and gate. Yeah, it doesn't sound very interesting, does it? Anyway, let's go. Okay, so after that pretty small time lapse, this is what we've ended up with. A pretty cool fence. I didn't even get time to do the gate, but I got very, very distracted with Alex, who is actually building the first minigame of the server, at least for the war. I mean, I'm not really including the maze, that's not going to be used for the war, and it's pretty cool. So, yeah, this is what I've ended up with. The reason I haven't finished this bit over here, I'll just do this off camera, is because I ran out of nether brick fence. I don't really want to go all the way back to the nether. I mean, I've been working on this for like over half an hour now, combined with all the other stuff I had to go and do, and I'm pretty happy with this. I think it looks really, really cool, and there's so much more space now. I'm really happy with the progress we've made today, and so with that, it's pretty much the end of the episode, as we have run out of time. So thank you very, very much for watching. This has been a very, very productive preparing for war episode. The next episode, we will be building our minigame, and we might even get to play some of the minigames. Now, the fight will probably happen in my last episode of Dalek Mod Survival, which I will tell you now will be episode 20. It is, yeah, it is coming. So the finale of the war for me will also be the finale of Dalek Mod Survival, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. So that'll be a much longer episode, probably about an hour, to be honest. I mean, we have got a lot to do in that particular episode. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Like I said, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like or comment, and if you'd like to see more content like this, then please subscribe. But I've been DT10, and I will see you in the next video.